Father Jose Edasseril was an active missionary serving in northeast India, Temenu parish of Kohima diocese. He had undergone heart bypass surgery in 2007, survived a stroke in 2018, and has been suffering from diabetes. In January 2019, he had fever that rapidly developed into inflammation in his brain covering and brain tissues, a condition known as meningoencephalitis. It eventually led to secondary brain damage that drove him to coma for several days. His diocesan fraternity were down on their knees and took the best care of him. As days went into months, they had given up their hope of having him back here in this world. They even prepared a grave to lay his body to rest, waiting for the day to bid him eternal farewell. As God's ways are mysterious, he miraculously sprang back to life. Listen to this incredible story being shared by Father Jose Edasseril.
I'm here to give a testimony to my life. My life is a miracle of God, and I want to stress the point there is nothing impossible for God, and that's the point I want to stress, because He is there always to care for us and help us in our every need. And I experience in my life that He is just generous and kind, and He is a Father who is always looking to our well-being. I was taken ill from Temenu parish, and that was only just starting vomiting, and then I went to Kohima hospital. Then from there I went to Koirangi hospital, but then on the way I was thinking, and I don't know who is the nurse. One nurse gave me injection, and then I was able to reach Koirangi rather than being put in Yakama hospital, military hospital, and that saved me my life. I reached Koirangi, and they immediately came into action, calling all the doctors, and then they were treating me, and at a moment I was just totally out of zone. I was almost on the verge of death, and they were already calculating that I am dead already. And then my bishop, who is generous, he allowed the doctors to give me 5 injections, and that I don't know what is it, what item I don't know, but then it came to 3.5 lakhs for 5 injections. But my bishop was generous, and he allowed the doctors to give me injection, and then from there I started reviving, and now I'm here with the life that God has given to me back. The life that was already gone, but then God worked the miracle of giving me the life. They prepared my grave and the slab that was necessary for the burial, and even one of my bystander, he got the cassock of some other priest, to put me on and send me, because I had no cassock that time. I was in the hospital, and I reached that state, but then God gave me a new life. And I want to say God is generous, God is kind, and He is there to help us when we call on Him. I called on Him, but He saved me with His intervention in my life. And they were calling me Miracle Father because I came back from death to life. And that is really an experience of God's intervention. Again, I had the Parkinson disease on this hand, and all of a sudden on St. Joseph night, and I was calling on Him, and I feel His gift to me. My Parkinson stopped. See, I can't hold anything now. Before, my hand was just going on dancing. But then God worked a miracle of curing me. And I am a miracle of God. That is all I should say to everyone. And we should always call on God for every moment of our life, because God will never abandon us. He is there to help us when we call on Him. And I came back, and then again I sang. Then I was taken to Holy Redeemer, and then to referral hospital, and there too I was shown the mercy of God, and I came back to a life. All my things just disappeared, and I was given a new life. And I should thank each and every one of the Diocese of Imphal, Kohima, and Assam. All these, all houses were praying for me. They were making special intention for my cure. And I should say that God has heard the thing, heard their call on Him to look lovingly on me, and the Lord looked lovingly on me, helping me in coming back to life. So I want to leave a message for everyone, that is, we should always depend on God, because He is merciful, generous, and kind to anyone who calls to come to His aid. And I really believe and trust this, and I go on proclaiming the same. Nothing is impossible, God. For Him, everything is possible. So, that is my message for you. And I really thank the Holy Redeemer sisters and the Koirangi Hospital sisters and the doctors who cared for me. And I also thank each and every institution here in the diocese. I said Diocese of Imphal and Kohima and Assam. They were praying for me, and I am really grateful to them for calling on God for my sake. So God will bless everyone, and that is my wish and longing, that they may experience God's love and kindness always in their life. When they have come to my aid, then surely God will hear their prayer when they are also really in need. So depend on God, rely on God. That is all my message for you.